Hey guys, welcome to your energy check-in for Gemini. This is going to be for your September 2025. You can apply this to any of your placements, like, share, comment, subscribe. Hit the notification bell so that you guys get notified on when my new videos post, when I go live. Also, if you guys are interested and wanting to follow me on my social media pages, personal readings with me on Zoom, pre-recorded, it's also on Cameo. The links and the details are in the description box below. Also, if you guys haven't joined my channel memberships, hit the join button. I'll greatly appreciate it if you guys did join, just to support me and my channel. And also, if you guys didn't know, I am doing a giveaway where I'm giving away 2 free 30-minute personal readings with me on Zoom, or that you could choose a pre-recorded option. All the details to enter the giveaway is in the description box below. And also, I am running a sale on all my personal readings for 40% off for the rest of August. The code to claim is in the description box below. It does expire on August 31st, okay? So, what messages do we have for Gemini? So energy check-in for Gemini. So anything could come up in this read, okay? Anything could come up. We have the Hermit, Virgo energy here. You guys are introspecting, self-reflecting at this time. I don't feel like you guys are antisocial here, but I feel like you guys are definitely spending some time, isolated here, okay? Seeking some sort of hope, seeking some sort of healing, seeking some sort of knowledge and wisdom here. Overcoming your own personal obstacles here, all right? We have the Ace of Cups. This could be an indication that something is being activated or something is being kind of like reignited within you here. And I feel like with the Ace of Cups here, I feel like this has a lot to do with self-love here. Yeah, this has to do with a lot of self-love, because I feel like there's been a lot of obstacles that has really blocked you from taking care of yourself, loving yourself, nurturing yourself, and nourishing yourself. And I feel like Spirit is saying that this is a time for you to find yourself again, okay? The Strength card here, Leo energy. I feel like what Spirit is saying, that you have infinite power here, okay? To pull yourself out of any sort of obstacle that you're dealing with here. But I feel like Spirit is saying that with the Strength card here, it takes courage. Yeah, it takes courage to, tap into that part of yourself that has been lost here. It takes courage to be, open and vulnerable, and to release whatever is holding you back here. Okay, the Strength card here, Leo energy. We have the High Priestess here, Cancer, Pisces energy here. With the Strength card here and the High Priestess, I feel like your intuition is very heightened at this time. Some of you guys are really tapped into your intuition here. Yeah, some of you guys are tapped into your intuition. Some of you guys are having really deep, profound dreams here. And the interesting thing about this High Priestess card here, you see a spider web in there. Some of you guys are realizing that everything that you experience in life, whether it's good or bad, it's all connected here, okay? But I feel like what Spirit is letting you know that, whatever you have experienced, especially the bad things in your life here, like it doesn't have to stay that way, okay? So, I feel like you guys are trying to figure out kind of like a plan on how to overcome those mountains, because if we see mountains in cards and stuff like that, right? The mountains are a representation of obstacles here, hurdles that you have to overcome. And I feel like you guys are standing right by that mountain, looking up that mountain, figuring out how to overcome it, yeah? So let's see what else we have. We have the Two of Swords here. This is interesting, because I feel like your higher self is trying to come up to the surface here, okay? I feel like your higher self has been blocked by your traumas here and the pain and the hurt that you've experienced here. And I feel like your higher self is trying to rise up. Your true, authentic self is trying to rise up to the surface here. It no longer wants to stay hidden. It wants to come out and play in a good way here, okay? In a good way here. I feel like you guys could be stepping into your true authentic selves at this time here, or that you guys are in the process of doing that. Some of you guys are having deep, profound visions here of yourselves here too. Growing and evolving, but this is also about taking action here so that you could get there, and also in the 3D, not just in the 5D, right? So we have the Judgment card here, Sagittarius energy. Look at that, Gemini. I feel like you have a big decision to make here. Yeah. The decision is to stay comfortable with where you are at, okay? Or to step out of your comfort zone here and make the decision here to make some big changes in your life, where the change that you're about to make will never be the same again. This is about just improving yourself and really living your best life here. Yeah. Some of you guys have not been living your best life. Let's see what else we have for Gemini. But there's a way out. Yeah, whatever this cycle that you have been dealing with here, it's definitely coming to a close very quickly, because the next card after Judgment is the World card, which is a cycle closing out, right? So I feel like you guys are definitely getting close here. What else do we have? Outcome and advice here for Gemini. We have the Knight of Wands, Aries goes Sagittarius energy. Some of you guys are finding that inner light. Some of you guys are finding that inner passion again here. We also have the Wheel of Fortune here. So Gemini, I feel like things are really turning in your favor, or luck is turning in your favor here, or luck is on your side. But it's a matter of really tapping into that energy here and bringing forth that energy here so that, you know, the universe can support you in what you want to bring into your life. But you got to ask for it. You have to know what you want though. Yeah. This is about really staying grounded here too, and really staying present in your experience. So this is about not escaping or running away when things get uncomfortable, right? Because sometimes your discomfort, your triggers could teach you something that's really important that you're not seeing or that you don't know. This is really interesting here, because on my community tab, I posted this in my community tab just the other day. And I feel like this is very relevant to this reading here. It says, okay, yeah, here it is. Avoiding your triggers isn't healing. Healing happens when you're triggered and you're able to move through the pain, patterns, and story differently. It happens in small and big moments along the way as you walk yourself to a different ending here. So I feel like you guys are trying to change the way that you guys operate. I feel like you guys are trying to break unhealthy patterns here where, you know, you could have been operating on those same unhealthy patterns over and over again, expecting some sort of different results, but you're realizing that you keep making the same mistakes again. And that these mistakes that you're making here, I feel like you're very aware that these mistakes are there, but you're not learning and growing from those mistakes. And that's what's important, is that you learn and grow from those experiences, right? So we have the Five of Cups here. Some of you guys have dealt with a lot of losses here, a lot of disappointments. And I feel like what's happening is I feel like you guys have been so disappointed so many times in your life here. You guys are just sitting in this energy here. This energy is not moving, but there's an opportunity to move it, right? Because what you don't move, it will block you from your blessings that are meant to come into your life here. The blessings are there, but you're holding on to all this garbage here that it's blocking it from happening, okay? So with the Five of Cups here, yeah, I just feel like there is a continued energy of like crying over spilled milk. Instead of looking at those two cups right beside you, which is raised up, you keep looking down at the cups that are spilled. Basically crying over spilled milk. Yeah. So let's see what else we have. When we have the Ten of Wands here, all the burdens, all the pain, all the hurt that you guys have been holding on to, I feel like Spirit is saying that, you know, there's an opportunity to let that go if you choose to. Yeah, if you choose to here. Just keep in mind the suffering that we experience in life, you know, a lot of times the suffering that we experience is self-inflicted. Yeah, it's self-inflicted. But a lot of times when we inflict that pain on ourselves, sometimes we need to find that scapegoat and blame someone for it, right? So I feel like at this point, I feel like instead of pointing fingers here, you're looking within yourself here and asking yourself what you're doing wrong here. I mean, it does take courage it does take courage to admit your faults, right? It does take courage to really step up to the plate and face your demons here. We have the Moon card here, Cancer, Pisces. And the Two of Wands here. Decisions, decisions, decisions. Interestingly enough, with the moon card here, look how the road is leading up to the moon here, okay? I do feel like you guys are trying to raise yourself. I feel like you guys are trying to step out of your fears and your worries here and basically step out of the ego here, because, you know, sometimes when we operate from the place of fear, okay, this is basically your ego taking over. Yeah, and I feel like you guys are trying to like overcome that. You know, so Strength card is also a representation of ego too, right? So I feel like you guys are trying to tame yourself here. So Gemini, I do hope that this was helpful. I hope that this resonated. Thank you so much for tuning in. I'll speak to you guys in another read. Thanks, guys. Bye.